Now, talking about celebrating what's good about Fresno and the Valley and Visalia, our next guest, Yesenia Maldonado, is the blading babe.
Yes.
And I say, what is blading? Is that roller blading or something? But it's eyebrows.
Correct. Microblading. Eyebrow microblading.
And what exactly does that do? For men have no idea what's going on about that.
Yeah, so typically what I do is I use a handheld tool that I implement pigment into your skin as I do the eyebrow shaping. Typically there's a consultation. There's a few things that go into it before I actually do this. Make sure that you're a good candidate. Yes.
So what do you mean implementing pigment? Is
into your skin.
Is that like a tattoo?
Semi-permanent makeup, it's called, yes, and it is a form of tattooing, but it's not, we don't consider that.
It's semi-permanent because it doesn't last forever
yes,
and ever.
it can last anywhere from 12 to 18 months, just depending on how you take care of it. Exfoliations can, minimize the look of it, and just, other things that you may do to your face.
So as you're trimming or shaving or whatever the eyebrows are moving, then you're just leaving a lot of skin, and it looks like a lot of skin there, but so you're kind of filling it in with darkness behind.
Correct. Yes, and I typically will match your eyebrow hair color.
Okay. Now we're not going to zoom in on you, I promise. But you have beautiful eyebrows.
Thank you.
Perfect eyebrows.
Yes.
So now, how long does this take? I guess it depends on the person.
It depends on the consultation, what they want their brows to look like. Typically, I try to measure. I measure them out depending on their brow structure and bone structure, and then after that, depending on what they want, then I go ahead and draw it out for them. And it's typically just a kind of a square look for myself, and then I kind of explain to them this is how it's going to look. And as I go, I typically will start on one side and then I go to the other. It's about a 2-hour process, sometimes 2.5. It just kind of depends.
A couple of hours at least, and then they got to come back next week.
Then they come back about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it's
every
a 6-week follow-up.
then.
Correct. No, not every 6 weeks. It's just so you do it the first time, and then you come back 6 weeks, and then after that, just depends on how, like I said, on how you take care of it, and then we kind of go from there. So it could be a yearly thing.
Right. And, it could be once a year, but you want to come back 6 weeks later to see how it's going.
Just to kind of see how it's going.
And a lot of people who color their, not me of course, color their hair and stuff, you just get used to going out every so often, and if you want to look good and stay looking young and stay looking the best you can look, you're going to want to go and do stuff like this. Do men ever do it?
Yes.
They do? Okay.
Yeah, they do. It just, like I said, it kind of depends on the person. If, it makes a big difference, as you can see in some of the pictures, the before and afters. It's huge.
Now, if somebody wants to learn more about you and this, do you have a website or something they can look at?
It is microbladingvisalia.com. It gives them all the information that they need to know about what microblading is, how long it takes, the cost of it, and where they can find me.
Yeah, you have the best
downtown
web
Visalia.
Microbladingvisalia.com. I mean, I've already got it memorized.
Yeah,
Microbladingvisalia.com.
Yep.
And some people use all these initials and letters and
Right.
stuff. Microbladingvisalia.com. And you will find them. So they can find out, can they set an appointment online or they need to call?
Yes, they can typically do it through online, or they can text me, shoot me a text.
Wow.
Yep,
And
I
is
can
the phone
set that
number,
up
is
for
that
them.
your text number that we're putting up, or did we do that? What's this at the Blading Babe?
So that is the Facebook and Instagram. They can
Facebook
find
and
me on
Instagram,
there.
okay.
Most of my before and afters are on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, and you see a lot of pictures. So, trust me, you guys, get someone who's done this a few times, dozens
Correct.
or hundreds
Yes.
of times, before you have somebody do it. A real, true,
Absolutely.
experienced person is so important. Now, we have a wedding show each week. Do brides do this?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We have tons of them that come in and do it before their wedding, but they still need a good couple months for them to prepare them for that before their actual wedding day, because they will be a little dark at first. And so I tell my clients it's like a bipolar stage. They will start off really dark, then they lighten up, and then they kind of just do like this weird light dark thing, and then sometimes they will scab, and so it will the ink will come off, or the pigment will come off, and then it kind of looks like you're not going to have anything there, and then it tends to come back.
Comes back
So
on
it's
its
kind of
own
weird.
sometimes, yeah.
And so that's why I do have you follow up 6 weeks after that.
But after you do it for a while, it balances out.
Yes, correct. And that's why the 2 treatments is very, very important
You
that
got
you
to
do
stick
those.
with it
Yes.
a little bit. Okay. Now, microbladingvisalia.com. Where's your shop?
I'm located downtown Visalia at Salon Envy.
Which street? Because I know some of those.
Right on Main Street.
Main Street.
Yes,
Is it on
right
Main
on
Street?
Main Street,
Salon
yes.
Envy.
Yes.
And so it's pretty easy to find.
Yep.
right off the freeway from.
Yep, right next to Redwood High School.
Yeah, you can even go from Fresno right out the. You know, get on the. I forget what it is.
198.
198 out there.
Yes.
You can take the Main Street exit, follow it up, and.
Yep, and I'm right there, right at the beginning.
Anything else you want our viewers to know?
No, I mean, if they have any questions, they can go ahead and reach me. There's my number, 559-901-6101. I will be happy to answer any questions they may have.
And there's nothing to be afraid of, and it's going to improve your life.
No.
Go look at the website. Go look at the pictures. Know what you're getting into. Call and ask questions.
Yes.
Text Yesenia at 901
6101.
6101.
Yep.
And if you can't reach her, call me. I'll give you her direct number. I'll give you her number you can call. I'll give you the Instagram address, which is at the Blading Babe. Facebook and Instagram at the Blading Babe, and microbladingbycelia.com.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Thank you.